say sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road and you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks of Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour, give him milk, yeah, get these boys out, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this, need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy, give her one kiss just softly. She's a man, get on me. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream on strength.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from SoFi. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Herbert. Now a screen set up for Harris. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On play action now, Herbert be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. Give them 27, and it's first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. One more time, it's Harris. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Chargers. That touchdown number 19 on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First down, now the former Ohio State Buckeye. Here's J.K. Dobbins. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to be third down. Nix from the gun on third down. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. The gain of 7 brings up second and 3. A run with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he is going to have the Broncos first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving. on 4th down. Now it's Dobbins. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. This one intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Najee Harris. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with a run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Here's Dobbins. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing. Nix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix. There's a fine line. Trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Nick's going to look to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
It seemed to me like before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll give it to Harris again. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Third down, 3 to go. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. We're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's going to be taken down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, L.A. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers move out to a 21-3 advantage. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Nix to throw. This one complete to Bryant. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go...
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. That one hauled in. It's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Here comes a return from the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run, this is Gilliam. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Chargers 21, Broncos 10.